A church blaze in Oregon leaves 2 injured. The New Jersey Supreme Court opened the door for same-sex marriage, and Brazil's most notorious serial killer is sentenced. This is SDTV News. Good afternoon, I'm Lindsay Reiser.
And I'm Tara Prindeville. Late Wednesday night, a young man in Portland, Oregon threatened a cab driver with a knife before bursting into a Salem church and setting fires that injured 2 older women. The suspect entered the church at about 7:30 p.m., just as the pastor was inviting those inside to greet each other. The man went on to spread gas on everything in the church: furniture, carpet, and even people. As the fires ignited, one of the men in the congregation quickly tackled the suspect and hauled him out of the church as others beat down the flames. The fire caused some damage to the carpet and the pews, as well as the injuries to the 2 elderly ladies. But those attending the church say that the incident will not deter them from having services.
New Jersey might soon be the second state in the United States to legalize same-sex marriages. In a 4-3 vote on Wednesday, the state's Supreme Court ruled that homosexual couples should be entitled to the same rights as heterosexual ones. This is the ruling that also passed in Vermont and Connecticut, allowing same-sex civil unions and ensuring that couples would have the same rights under the Constitution. Lawmakers have been given 180 days to change New Jersey law and honor these changes. The next move is to either make same-sex marriages legal or create what the court calls a parallel statutory structure, meaning giving them the same rights and responsibilities that heterosexual unions have. Massachusetts is the only state that allows same-sex marriages. However, couples may not go there to wed if their vows are illegal in their states. This law does not exist in New Jersey legislature.
The man who was accused of being Brazil's most prolific serial killer was sentenced Wednesday to over 20 years in prison in the first of 42 possible trials for the slaying and mutilation of boys. Francisco das Chagas Rodrigues de Brito, a 41-year-old bicycle mechanic, faces trial for 41 other murders committed between 1991 and 2003 in Maranhão and the neighboring Amazon state of Pará. In this specific sentence, Chagas was given 19 years for homicide and 1 year and 8 months for hiding the body of the 15-year-old victim. Psychologists testifying for the defense are arguing that Chagas suffered from a mental disorder and was not in complete control of his actions. Chagas testified that the sexual abuse he suffered as a child is what drove him to kill. He has repeatedly confessed and then retracted confessions to the killings of 42 boys, which created much speculation that the victims were actually killed in black magic rituals. No date has yet been set for the next trials.
As much as we joke about Christmas decorations coming out earlier each year, this time stores have reached a new record. Retailers like Target, Walmart, and Costco have already decorated their stores with mistletoes and tinsel. Scholars at the University of Pennsylvania call this the Christmas creep, and it is a clever ploy by large merchandisers to attract more consumers as early as possible. This way, they spend less money on promotion gimmicks later in the year. Holiday shopping accounts for as much as 25 to 40% of sales for the year for these companies. Still, statistics do not show significant changes in profits due to prolonging the holiday season. And surprisingly, the Christmas creep has also not affected Halloween sales, as it seems that adults are getting more and more into October 31st each year.
Ever wanted to get one of those stuffed animals from the claw machine, but tried at least 5 times and simply got too frustrated to try again? Well, a young toddler from Antigo, Wisconsin got one on his very first try, but not the way you would think. The 3-year-old toddler climbed up into the machine when his grandmother wasn't looking. Robert Moore squeezed through an opening in the machine, landing in the stuffed animal cube. While store employees searched for the key, eventually calling the fire department, Robert stayed calm, playing with the animals in the machine. When firefighters arrived, they passed a screwdriver to Robert, who used the screwdriver to open the latch and free himself. He went home safe with his mother and grandmother, but without a stuffed SpongeBob.
The mother of a 2-year-old boy who swallowed an ecstasy pill was sentenced on Wednesday to 60 days in jail and 10 years of probation. The mother from Chandler claims that her son must have climbed up into the linen closet where she hid the pill. The woman, 28-year-old Heather Combs, pleaded guilty to child abuse and must also take classes on parenting and substance abuse. Her son, Tavian, survived and is back in her custody. During a search of her home, police found drug paraphernalia, including a crystal meth pipe, empty bags that contained crystal meth, a bong, syringes, and illegal steroids. They also found a loaded handgun under her mattress, half a bottle of liquor in her son's room, and a device called the Whizzinator, which is used for illegally passing drug tests.
Drug agents broke up a northern Colorado drug ring that shipped methamphetamine hidden in Elmo dolls and other various toys. Authorities seized more than 45 pounds of high-quality meth worth $864,000 and capable of supplying 4 million doses. The alleged ringleader, Rigoberto Valle Sierra, was arrested on Tuesday after a year-long investigation that stretched from Colorado to California. Though the methamphetamine was bought in the Los Angeles area, officials believe that it was made in a large lab in Mexico.
ASU President Michael Crow is now the 5th faculty member from ASU to be named a Fellow of the National Academy of Public Administration. Crow received this honor because of his dedication to education and administration for the past 25 years. The Academy was formed in 1984 and it evaluates important issues in education and the government. Other members include former Secretary of State Colin Powell, former Secretary of Defense Robert McNamara, former Senator and Governor of Washington Daniel Evans, and journalist David Broder. President Crow will be honored on November 16th at the Webb Dinner in Washington, D.C.
That's all from the SDTV News Desk. Thanks for watching. If you can't get enough news, check us out again at the top of every hour or online at asuwebdevil.com.
Hold on. Jeez!